All right, so before stepping into an open house, you should be prepared. And what I like to brief in with my clients are these three simple tips that are going to save you a lot of time, hassle, and potentially regret if you don't do them. Number one is speaking to a mortgage lender. You want to be in communication with that mortgage lender, understand your budget, be at least pre-qualified, if not pre-approved, and even better, already underwritten. So you don't have to pass back any paperwork during the transaction, and you don't have to go crazy about that. You can be more concerned about the little things like, what type of furniture am I buying for my home? So the mortgage process upfront is much better than doing it during the transaction. Number two is understand your timeline, right? So if you're just going into an open house without even, knowing when you can move, realize that a typical closing is 30 to 45 days. That's standard. Anything past that is definitely doable. Anything before that is certainly doable as well. But if you have a lease that is up in, 5 to 6 months, and you can't get out of your lease, obviously there's alternatives where I can help out and try to get a tenant in there while you're in the process of moving out. But you want to keep this in mind, especially if you have a home to sell and you need those funds for your current sale, and you need a home sale contingency. Your timeline is extremely important. And number three is consult with your agent about the property you're going to see. This is very crucial, guys. And the reason why I say this, and a lot of people do not do this, is because if you go into a property and you're unaware of it and you decide to make an offer and you're not telling your agent, then you rush around. You want the agent to prep you. You want to let them, you want to tell them you're going to that property XYZ, so they can tell you, listen, is the property being sold as is? Is there a reason why it's reflective on how many days it is on the market? Any type of red flags, any type of precautions that you need to know, because obviously on paper sometimes it looks great, and then vice versa, obviously, if it's going to be a multiple offer situation, or you're potentially expecting a multiple offer situation. So going in there to have your full arsenal of what you need to know is going to help too. So these are three quick tips that I personally think are going to help you maximize the way that you should be going to see properties and how to get into these open houses effectively.